A lot of women and men have negative body image, right? And I remember being twice my size. I was 148 kilos, I don't know, 300 and something pounds. And although I'd lost all the weight, I lost half my body weight. Yeah, I just saw sagging skin. I still saw a beached whale. And it's really difficult to notice what you look like in the mirror, and you could have body dysmorphia. You could be the skinniest person in the world and you still see something that doesn't quite gel with how you want to feel, right? This is why there's so many people unhappy with themselves. The beauty industry is probably the biggest in the world, cosmetic industry, oh my goodness. So it's all tapping into those insecurities. Now, being intimate with someone means bringing those insecurities out as well. And sometimes when we're actually intimate, when we want to have physical intimacy, when we want to have sexual relationship with someone, that means being intimate about the insecurities. It means like, hey, can I have a moment when things get hot and passionate, but all you can hear is like, oh my God, he's not going to like my thighs. Oh, yeah, and it takes you out of your pleasure. So first thing first, I would have a conversation about this, saying, hey, I've just, don't have to have a massive conversation, but when it happens, you can just say, oh, I'm going into my head and I'm having this thought that you are going to judge me for the way that my thighs look. Or before you actually get intimate with your partner, have a conversation about this, saying, hey, some of the things that take me out of my pleasure, that take me out of the moment, is the way that I feel about my tummy. I've got stretch marks running up all the way. I love having given birth to my kids, but my tummy is not a part that I love about myself so much. Can you help me look at it in a different way? And sometimes your partner might say, is like, hey, what do you want me to do there? Do you want me to hold your tummy? Do you want me to massage it? Do you want me to trace the stretch marks? And can we both recognize that this part of your body actually held babies, held twins, held other, life force in there? Can we give some reverence to that? So that's a beautiful way of doing it if your partner is up for that. Sometimes it's like, no, I just want you to recognize. And it's like, okay, thank you. Already having told you about my insecurities and you just acknowledging it and asking how you want to hold space for me is enough to move through it. That's one of the ways of doing it. And one of the other things is like, hey, I would love you to tell me that I'm beautiful. What are the parts of me that you love most? These are the parts of you that I love most. So really bringing everything that might be considered taboo out in the open. It's like, hey, these are the parts of me that I don't love so much, but these are the parts of you that I do love. So, how can we just bring some normalcy into that, so that it just becomes more normal to speak about it, more normal to touch upon the things that may, be scary to talk about at first.